Our art project today is V is for violets in a vase. So this is a vase of fake violets that I have. This is what a real violet looks like. As you can see, they're purple in color, and it starts with the letter V. This is a vase, and you can see that it has kind of a V-type shape. A lot of vases have a V-type shape. Let me just show you what I mean by V-type shape. If we draw a line from the top of the vase to the bottom on one side and from the top of the vase to the bottom on the other side, it makes a V. And V starts the word violet and V starts the word vase. So let's get started with our artwork. You will need the PDF, which is in the description below, and it has 3 long rectangles on it. That's the first sheet that I will be using from that PDF. And I'm going to use green to color these long rectangles. So you want to color nice and neat and try to fill in all of your white space inside the rectangles. It's okay if you get outside the lines a little bit on this because we will be cutting it out. But you don't want to go too crazy because it'll be hard to see your line to cut on. So try to fill in each rectangle as fully as you can with green. I'm going to use 2 different colors of green, but you can use just 1 color of green for all 3, or you could use 3 different colors of green. It's up to you, 1, 2, or 3 colors of green. Then you want to grab your V paper and select a color that you might like to use for V and color nice and neat, filling in all the white of the paper so that it turns the color that you chose, and fully color in V. Next, you'll need the page that has the 3 circles on it and said V is for violets in a vase. You color in the 3 circles fully. I used yellow. Alright, now we need our scissors, and we are going to cut around each of these objects. The 3 circles, the 3 stems, and the letter V. Just try your best with cutting. Remember, it's like a little alligator that is moving forward, and then your other hand is going to steer your paper. Now grab your glue stick and a piece of paper to protect your desk. Mine's just an old scrap piece of paper. I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom on the front side of the stems and glue them inside of the vase. Okay, now grab a piece of background paper. It could be white, it could be a different color. I chose light blue for my background. And you're going to glue your vase down to the background paper, putting the bottom of that V at the bottom of your background paper. So grab your glue, grab your scrap paper, and flip over that V and the stems, and then you put glue all over the back, and then you can flip it back over and rub it down. Next, we need to glue down the 3 yellow circles. Don't forget to cover your desk like I almost did. And the last thing that we would need scissors or glue for, these are optional. If you would like the Bible verse that I thought went along with today's project really well, you can glue that at the bottom there. And you will need to cut these out, cutting off that dotted line, and then glue them down using your paper that protects your desk and flipping them over, putting glue on the back, and then pressing them into your paper. Or you could also glue the V is for violets in a vase above the Bible verse, or just glue it instead of the Bible verse, whatever you would like to do. It's up to you. And the last thing we are going to do with our art project today is we will use some paint to put our thumbprints around for the petals of our violets. If you don't have paint, stay tuned. I give some options of what to do after we finish with this paint. So you're just going to put the paint in a small dish. You could even fold up a couple pieces of paper and put it on top of that. You dip your thumb in. If there's a lot of paint on your thumb, you might need to just press it once onto a piece of paper towel. Alright, now the next thing that you are going to do is put the thumbprints around the outside of each circle. Now you see like 2 of my circles are overlapping, so I will put the thumbprints all around one of those circles, but kind of stop with one of the other circle. So that way it kind of looks like the one circle is in front of the other circle. Now what to do if you don't have paint? Well, you could draw in your petals. I draw in the petal I start to come out, round in, come out to a point, round back in. Now that is a way that I would draw the violet petal just because it has a little point on it. But if that's difficult, then just draw an upside down U the whole way around the circle, and you can add the point in when you are coloring it. Then you color in the petals. The next way is you color your thumb. Color your thumb fully in, and you want to make sure that it's wet, and then you press it to the paper, just the thumbprint part of it, not like the whole thumb. So you just color your thumb in, make sure that that marker is still wet, press it into the paper, and keep repeating to create your thumbprint. You could also use a stamp pad for that if you have a stamp pad. So that's 2 other options in case you would like to not use paint or just don't have paint. And that is our V is for Violets in a Vase project. Thanks for creating with me, and make sure to press that subscribe button so that you see when I create new videos for you. I hope to create videos over the summer that you can enjoy so that you can keep your creativity alive.